What up, people? It's Nickopz here. And Kung Lao just got top 8. So, we need to talk about that. I say the same thing I said with Foxy. It is not Kung Lao that's doing good. It is the person playing Kung Lao. Kung Lao is not a good character, and it takes a lot of dedication and hard work to do good with the character. Now, while I'm making this video, right after Lao did good, here comes this man. I don't know how to pronounce that, Churney, Volk, or whatever, but he's known for being toxic in the community. He hasn't been very toxic to me yet, so that's why, I ain't really saying much about the man, because like I said, if you want to be toxic, that's your thing. But if you start coming at me, I'm gonna greet you right back with toxicity. But like I said, I'm not toxic in general, so I'm not gonna just go at him for what he is saying. So the first thing that he says is apologize. Somewhere here, he puts in his post, you can go check on Twitter. He's like, oh, I want all the Kung Lao downplay to stop. And one of the first people he added was me. Apologize. Like I'm saying the same thing I said with Foxy. It is not Kung Lao. It is the person playing Kung Lao. Same thing with Ominous. Ominous is trying to say that Lao is top 10 now. Now, since they are both being wild with these opinions, let me just make some statements that they have both said. Ominous, he had said that Garrus wasn't top 5 when people found out you can option select the end of forward 2. And that was quickly proven wrong. He just jumped to conclusions. He was wrong about that. Not talking crap about the dude. I ain't got nothing, rude to say about him. I'm just making a statement. And I'm not trying to say anything rude about him in the first place. Make that clear. So, he is a person that's already jumped to conclusion. Because if you've been playing this game for a while, Garrus has never not been top 5 since launch. Now this man, let me just go ahead and look at that. This man just says Scorpion is bottom 5. Do I need to say anything more about his opinion after he put that? Do I need to say anything more? Really? You're saying Scorpion's bottom 5. But anyways, like I'm saying about Lao, a lot of people don't realize this, and a lot of people won't admit it, but MK11 is actually a pretty balanced game. It really is. When I realized that, when I specifically realized that is when the fact that people actually think Lao is good. The fact that a character that is underpowered like Lao, or not that good at all, like Lao can win in this game, that speaks volumes for this game's balanced state, or whatever, however you say that. So, how can I put it? Why I have a problem, people probably just will be like, let it go, Nick. People just have their opinions, they'll say this and that. No, I will not let a lot of these, people in the community, or how can I put, a good amount of high level people have this community thinking that Kung Lao is top 10. They dare said top 10 after he got a freaking Lao gets a top 8 at a premiere event. Now he's top 10. Come on. Do y'all not hear how crazy that sounds? Literally after freshly hitting top 8. This man couldn't wait to say he was top 10. And then it just trickles down. People start to say, oh, maybe he might be top 10. No, he's not. Just because. Now, let me talk about Splash if I haven't mentioned it for a second. This man Splash has been loyal to Kung Lao more than anyone in this community. This man Splash has been more loyal to Kung Lao than Foxy and Scar. He has played him since launch, Lao and only Lao. You can't find any other gameplay of Splash playing competitively without Lao being there. You just can't. That man has been committed to Lao, grinded that character, and months later goes to a premiere event and does very good. This man has grinded this character and makes top 8. And now people are saying Lao's top 10. Why I have a problem with that is you are discrediting this man's hard work. This man just got sponsored. This man goes to an event, plays his heart out, just for people to start saying that his character is top 10? Huh? Because he was doing good, he was making reads, he was playing Lao perfectly. Now Kung Lao is top 10 to people? Come on. At a point, I'm happy that I have a voice in this community, that I can at least help some people realize that some of the stuff that people just be saying is out of there. Like, no, Lao is definitely not top 10. Lao is not mid-tier. Lao is not a good character. Lao is a low-tier character. But he could be made to work if you put in the hard work and dedication. And the reason I stopped playing Lao is because I knew this was going to happen. I knew that somebody was going to put in the hard work and dedication just for people to start saying the character is good. I'm not going to be one of the people that do that. I'm not going to put in all this hard work just for people to start, saying that Lao is top tier or whatever. But that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate playing characters that are very overrated. That's why I stopped playing Cabal. Oh, and look at Cabal. Did we see barely any good showings from Cabal players? That character is very overrated also. But like I said, it's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like playing overrated characters. Very, very overrated characters. Now, if I like them too much, I'll just get over it. But there's not a character in this game that I freaking like that much. But like I'm saying, people with their opinions, that will have a big effect in the community, because now you're discrediting this dude who played amazing. So amazing. He literally is the embodiment of how you should play Lao. Lao is a high risk, low to medium reward character. That's just what he is. And that's what Splash does. That's how he plays him. Now, another thing with Lao. A lot of these top players don't know how to fight Lao. Like I keep saying. I am pretty sure that no one... I'm actually very sure. I might have to go back and check. But nobody was punishing the punishable string with Lao. No one. I don't think I saw one person punish it. And I watched the event. But that's another thing. People just don't really lab Lao. I don't know why they don't lab Lao and learn how to fight him, but they just don't. That's not me discrediting Splash at all. I'm just speaking the truth. People don't know how to fight Lao. They just don't. If y'all go back and look at the gameplay, you can tell that people just look so lost. So, I'm making this video to congratulate Splash and this man right here and this man right here. Y'all are both very wrong. Lao is not a good character at all. And like I said, I didn't even come at them. He came at me. This dude came at me, and then I said something in the chat. Then he started messaging me too. Or I'm not sure if I messaged him first because my phone was taking forever. But definitely this all started with him. Like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. Because even though I know he's toxic or whatever, he ain't said something completely toxic to me. yet. So back onto this. Now I'm gonna scroll through this really slowly so y'all can see the messages. But basically, I challenged this man to a money match. Cause I'm like, I'm sick of people running their mouth about Lao. Put some money on it. Put some freaking money on it and let's go. Cause I'm tired of whooping every Lao that comes my way talking all this trash. And basically, at the end of it, they'll always have some type of excuse. And the first thing that this man says, just a quick rundown, is like, oh, my Lao is mediocre. And I'm like, okay, so if you beat me, he wants to fight me with Lao. So I'm like, okay, if you beat me, not if you beat me, when I beat you, you'll just say that your Lao is mediocre. That will be your option select. I told him that. So I'm like, put some money on it. So I know you're taking it seriously, because I was ready to put money on it and fight right there and then, but he don't want to put money on it. He just want to fight. Like, no, I don't want to just fight. Anybody that comes at me with an opinion about Lao, from now on, you put money on it. You put your freaking money where your mouth is, and then I'll fight. Because it's just like, at this point, I don't see what other way people gonna learn. I want a money match with you, Ominous. I want a money match. Now, you can take you some time to learn Lao, accept it, accept the money match in some time or whatever. But I want a money match with you. Now, obviously, if you take too long, I'm gonna lose interest. But I want a money match. If Lao is top 10 or whatever, and you consider yourself a high level player, I'm assuming, you should be able to do good with Lao against me, right? So you should have no problem putting your money where your mouth is. So I want the money match. That's what I want. And then he was saying that Splash was saying he was top 10 or whatever. Where's the proof? I need to see the proof. But like I'm saying, Ominous, I want the money match. Now, this is me publicly challenging you, because I'm tired of people saying that Lao is good or whatever. But I'm not completely going at him, because he's cool people. Charney, if you want to run that Lao at me too, I don't care. I don't care, because you started this in the first place. So I'm not going to completely go at Ominous. Like, if it wasn't for you, me and him would have never went back and forth about it. But my point is, I am so convinced that character is not good. First attend me, put some money on it, and I will show you that character's not good, because I am somebody who's actually took time and dissected the character in every type of way and know how to punish him in every situation. I literally grinded the matchup so much that I am confident enough to put money on it. I do not care. The only Laos that I'm convinced that could win against me are the top 3 Laos. That's it. I'm just being straight up. I've grinded the matchup so much, and that's the good thing about being a person who does YouTube that knows how to play the game, because they're not just gonna punk me. We can fight. Like, we can get the first to 10. We can fight. If I was any other YouTuber, disregarding people like, Sicklander and Monster Pen and all that. If I was any other type of YouTuber, they ain't trying to fight. These high level players. But, obviously I didn't list all the YouTubers that would be willing to fight. But most YouTubers, when these high level people, talk about some YouTubers, it don't be like, they know they could beat them. Like, they just know they can. But, I mean, if you're so confident you can beat me with Lao, put some money on it. That's basically all I got to say. So to recap this, because I might just have a point where you can skip to this, because I went on too long about this. Kung Lao is not a good character. Kung Lao got top 8 because this man, freshly sponsored, shout out Splash, went hard with this character, has been grinding him since launch and did good. So don't sit here and discredit this man by dare starting to say Lao is top 10. What is wrong with y'all? I just can't. Nickopz out.